everybody. My name is Alex Recker, and I'm not really here with you right now. If I had to confess, I rarely am. Rather than taking copious notes, as you guys do, paying attention in class attentively, or engaging with peers in normal conversation, I tend to just kind of get lost in my thoughts. Even right now, though half of me is giving the speech, the other half is trying to figure out what NASDAQ and Dow stand for. Thinking about a bio test I just bombed like an hour and a half ago. And a big part of me is naming the 19 children I will have once Taylor Swift wakes up from her stupid and waiting right here. Since I was little, my mom has called me a full-time space cadet. Not knowing what that actually meant, I just assumed she'd finally notice my complete fascination with outer space. My fascination with space travel, outer space, and all things space-related all stem from this 45-second promo for Space Camp in Alabama that ran on Nickelodeon just about every 20 minutes. I guess I was really fascinated with the idea because I thought Space Camp was actually in space. But the point is, I fantasized so much about attending Space Camp, these fantasies eventually just materialize themselves into actual experiences. Dangerous when you're little, and you'll see that in a moment. It's the first day of first grade, and first order of business was recapping everybody's summer. I had a great summer, so I thought, because I was 7 years old, and I believed that I had graduated from the prestigious Space Camp, as advertised on Nickelodeon. It's my turn to drop into the hot seat and share some experience of my own. I said, my name is Alex Recker. I learned a lot about myself this summer at Space Camp. Tiny breath stopped at everybody's voice box, just waiting to listen to what I was going to say next. And all of a sudden, everybody became like ducks, waiting for the next breadcrumbs to drip into the lake. I had them. And with the authority of an aeroscience engineer and the swagger of Bruce Willis in Armageddon, I proceeded to hold the entire class on marionette strings as I told them how I was handpicked by NASA to be trained and eventually sent into outer space. I recounted how the executives at NASA were impressed with my intuitive problem solving, my abilities in impromptu physical calculus, and my unprecedented tolerance for G-force. I told them that NASA had recognized me as the finest astronaut to ever make it through their program. I was being chartered for the next moon mission, and I may have even shared a little bit about some catered love affairs along with it. I learned two things after I finished my epic. One, first graders are pretty much as gullible as you'd expect them to be. And two, sometimes the people who teach them can surprise you with how gullible you'd expect them to be. Not only did my teacher believe my story of Space Camp, but she immediately called my mother that afternoon, commending her for raising such a gifted young boy. And she even said that she'd be praying for me in my next moon mission. My mother, who's the only level-headed one in the story, set her straight, probably saying something along the lines of, my son's an idiot, you shouldn't have let him talk for 20 minutes. And the house of cards that this magician had constructed for his watchful audience collapsed. My teacher was so infuriated with my deception that she made me publicly apologize to the class the next morning. So here I am. I'm a full-time spaceman. Instead of listening to directions given to me and paying attention to things that are actually happening around me, sometimes I just ignore them, and if I need them, I just make them up later. I'm constantly lost in my thoughts, constantly traveling through space. And you know what? I really don't mind. I've kind of accepted at this point. And although, unlike me, it may have only taken me one try to pass 4-year preschool, even though you may navigate your way out of this building in half the time it will take me, even though you are attentive, you are delightfully aware of your surroundings, and you are competent, who are you to tell me I need to wake up? Who are you to tell me I can't travel through space all the time? I'm one with experience. I graduated from Space Camp. Thank you.